Jair and Rudy did not participate. Limited were Kenny Clark, Elton Jenkins, Aaron Jones, Quay Walker, Christian Watson, and full were Yash and Runyon.
Just being safe with Rudy, or do you have a setback at all?
Rudy Ford?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're working through it.
Any particular reason you went kind of short today?
Yeah, just kind of where we are physically right now. Felt like it was in the best interest of our guys. Challenged them to make sure that they're getting some form of recovery today. It was a mental day, and I thought the focus was there, and hopefully we'll see the speeds on Sunday.
You go pads at all this week or no?
No pads this week.
Matt, do you have a good handle on what's going on with Jair at this point? Is he better, worse, or the same?
Well, he didn't practice, so I'd say I think he's getting better, but he's still not ready.
What's the challenge you see from their offense? Does it start with the quarterback? Does it start with Doug because he does everything? Or?
Yeah, he's the real deal. There's not a throw he can't make. He does a great job protecting the football, makes great decisions, very decisive, will throw into tight windows. Keenan Allen's a monster. He leads them, and obviously Eckler's back there, and they've had some unfortunate injuries, but I think they got a lot of playmakers, guys that are capable of making explosion plays, but I think he's really the guy that kind of drives the whole thing, obviously, and I think their offensive line is really solid, really strong. There's not a weak link there, and so it's a well-rounded offense. I think Kellen does a great job putting those guys in a really good position. He did a great job in Dallas. Not a shock that he's doing a great job in LA as well.
So, man, against an offense like that, I mean, how do you stop the run but still be, making sure you're not getting beat down?
Oh, that's the challenge. I think anytime somebody is as explosive as they are, and especially in the pass game, you're going to have to play some split safety, and we're going to have to do a great job. And so that is a challenge.
Matt, how do you feel Rashid and Zach held up on Sunday, given the two guys on the edge that the Chargers have?
Yeah, I thought they both did a really good job, and we expect that moving forward. Got another great challenge this week. When you talk about Mack and Bosa, those are two of the better guys, I'd say, in this league. And then I don't know how to pronounce Tuli's name, but he's pretty dynamic too. I mean, like you see, they do a great job, all those guys going in there, and I think they do a very good job on their interior as well. They're big, and they can get a lot of push, so it doesn't get any easier this week, that's for sure.
You mentioned a few weeks ago Jaden's learning curve and how even when things are going right, it's clear he's learning. The numbers, we can see the numbers have increased over the last few games, but as far as his growth, what have you seen him kind of take a jump recently, and where is he maturing on the field?
Well, I just think with experience, it naturally happens for most. And he's a talented guy that it means a lot to him, and I really love his mentality. I think he's wired the right way mentally in terms of just how he attacks it, and not that it's always going to be perfect, but when he does make a mistake, there's no flinch to him. He just keeps it moving, and he doesn't get rattled. He doesn't allow one play to affect the next, and we expect him to continue to grow and develop. He's far from a finished product, but I think that he's got a very bright future.
Are the numbers reflective of just that experience making him more comfortable?
I think the numbers are more reflective of him making the most out of his opportunities, because you never quite know where the ball's going to go. Just a lot of it is coverage dependent, and when it's came his way, he's made plays.
Today, just doing the drills, Rashul obviously not here, but no Jair, Rudy, or Darnell. How have those guys and maybe Greg kind of just held that together?
Yeah, I mean I think all the coaches, G Money and RD and Justin Hood, have all done a great job with those guys, and but I also think it speaks to the character of the guys in the room. Guys are hungry; they want to prove when given their opportunity, and I think they've stepped up to that challenge.
Matt, Herbert played right away. Obviously, he was in Jordan's class. You had RG3, who I think played right away for you, right, in Washington. What are the challenges of that, and then what are maybe the benefits that come down the road? We know the benefits for Jordan of getting to watch, but what's the flip side of it?
Well, I think a lot of times you're almost in survival mode as a rookie. There's so much information being thrown at you. You're learning a brand new language, and in a very short period of time, and just having the adequate reps, because we probably, and I can't speak for their previous situation or when he was a rookie or anything, but naturally as coaches, I think we'd like to have enough ammo to have, and so you carry a decent amount of plays, and it's hard to get all those plays rep specifically in a given week in terms of getting full speed reps. They're at a premium. I mean, you're only going to get 30 some odd reps each side of the ball within a practice, so it's hard to get a full speed rep at, especially getting multiple looks at a play. So I think, a lot of guys, you're more concerned, which you should be, about just the intricate details of the play, and you're less concerned maybe with what's going on the other side of the ball. And I think when guys truly elevate their game, they have a great understanding of what they're going against, especially at the quarterback position, and how to attack certain coverages or where the ball should go on each and every play. And I think that's just something that comes in time and comes with experience and allows you to anticipate a little bit better or maybe when you're not getting the right look, progress all the way through your reads, because typically, like we tell our quarterbacks, is you get 2 hitches in the pocket before that pass rush is going to barrel down on you. And shoot, sometimes you might not get two hitches. So I think just the whole growth process at that position, it takes some time.
So where do you think Jordan is in that process? And did he start at a better place, obviously, with 3 years of watching instead of having to do it right?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think, there's definitely a foundation that was built there, but also, a lot of attention is always put on that position in particular, but there's 10 other men around you as well. So every situation, I would say, is a little bit different. I think it's easier if a rookie comes into a situation and they've got a lot of veteran guys that are really good players that naturally it's going to take a lot of pressure off them. So,
Matt, how have you seen with Keyshawn and the kickoff return unit kind of hit its groove here the last couple of weeks and what they've been giving you in that area?
Yeah, Keyshawn's dynamic. We know that when he's got the ball in his hands, he's capable of breaking a big play, if not taking it to the house. And I think the guys in front of him, whether it was on on the kickoff return unit or when he's given his opportunities on punt return, they do a great job blocking for him. They take pride in that because they know he's got that ability. We're always talking about flipping the field for whatever phase. Certainly in the return game, it's for the offense to give our team a better opportunity to go get points. And in his limited opportunities, when he's gotten an opportunity, he's done a pretty good job.
Matt, would you say that Herbert has probably the strongest arm of anybody you've faced this season?
Well, I have a hard time saying that. Like, maybe. You'd have to tell me who all we played again. I'm on to the Chargers.
Well, if so, if you're facing a guy with a big arm and maybe you haven't faced a bunch of those, how do you prepare for that?
Yeah, I think it's how do you prepare for any really good quarterback? You do the best you can. You try to put the best plan in place. Obviously, you got to study and have an idea of what what plays and concepts may be coming your way, and in order to be able to react the right way. And certainly challenge in certain areas, but you better pick your spots because, like I said, he's capable of making you pay if you get overly aggressive or, if you're leaving Keenan Allen one-on-one too much, he's going to make you pay eventually.
Matt, what did it tell you about your young receivers that they all kind of gathered together in the visitors' locker room in Pittsburgh and had that kind of long conversation about where they're at and what they need to do? What did that tell you about that young group?
Well, you sure that's what they were talking about? They weren't talking about the latest TikTok video or anything like that? I think that's great. I think these guys care, and You know, it probably shows a little bit more maturity amongst those guys, and they want to get this thing right, as we all do. And so you want guys that are competitive and have that drive and are not going to get discouraged and are going to try to look inward and find solutions and keep working and keep battling. So I'd say that's a positive, if that's what they were actually talking about.
The Chargers signed Justin Hollins. Does that matter at all? Like, he's got a year worth of knowledge. Does that matter? Is that not a position where?
I don't know. I think most guys in this league. I mean, you know, Brandon Staley worked with Joe Barry, so I mean, I don't know how much I'm sure they could get something out of it, but I think more than anything else, they're getting a really good football player. I mean, I got a lot of respect for Justin Hollins, and you know, they added another piece to a pretty good pass rush as they have already, and so we're going to have to face them on the other side now.